Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so I want to walk through this calendar real quickly because I think sometimes when we're in a big block, it's really easy to just be staring at the trees and really hard to see the forest. And when you put yourself through the ringer and you go into rest, you might not feel that great. You're going to start questioning things. Should I have trained more? Should I have trained less? And that definitely just happened to me. So I wanted to give you a real life example where I was going through a big block for Joe Martin, and this is when the race would have been. And I actually, I put my post activity comments in, but after my rest week, we'll go backwards, but I'll talk about this first. Man, I felt so good on Tuesday. Like added 3 extra intervals, which was applicable to this workout. I did my high torque at 100% FTP. And then this weekend, I was just like, you know what, there's no race. I'm going to go out and rail a big ride. I wanted to do 150 miles, got lost with a Garmin. I did 164. But, huge week. And the week before, though, or 2 weeks before, I did not feel good. I had come off a rest week, so I was down in Florida. I had an okay test for some power dips my brain's not working from the weekend. Some weaknesses that were showing over my 30 and 90 day PD curve. And then I even noticed like my AeroFit was really hard, just the neuromuscular strain that you get from that thing. And part of it was I was down at 177, I think maybe a little bit light. The drive totally messed with my weight. And then I got back down to like 180. Sorry, this is light that charges and makes this weird noise. But what I want to talk about is I was really I failed a time to exhaustion. High torque felt okay. The power test wasn't amazing. So, I come off rest and I'm like, what the heck, man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And I'm just like, So now this one, I just carbed a ton. I didn't totally nail the high torque, but I was on a gravel bike, so I didn't have as much gear. I had a 52 tooth. But I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days where I was like, I don't feel that awesome. And then the legs come around and I went out and banged out this high torque. I had a really solid endurance ride, and then I rolled in and crushed it on the 31st. So you can go through a rest week and it might take you almost till the end of the next week to feel really good. I'm not alone in this. I had a guy that won OKC Pro-Am Masters, Chad, who the week before was like, dude, I don't feel good. I'm like, dude, just trust this. That's normal. Especially for a crit, you need more rest. You want to be fresher. So anything that has, a lot of on-off or like a TT Prologue, more rest than like a road race. And he won. And sorry, everybody, because they joked when he won, they'd stop having OKC Pro-Am, and I heard it's now canceled. So maybe that's why. But there's a lot of athletes that feel this way, and you just need to trust that the rest is necessary and your legs are going to come back. So you're not ever resting into the race. If this was a race, you don't want to do that. That's why I do my rest week, and then I could go in and I could have raced here, but I wanted to do more of a 2-week taper. And this was going to be the race, and it would have felt amazing. So I'm super stoked about that. That's one reason why I didn't want to go back to base. I still want to have this time to test and see how he did. And it was a big block that I went through before that. And the VO2 max really pushed out the ability to do high FTP. This was a really hard workout, almost, 17 hours on the bike, did some lifting, almost 1,000 TSS. And then I had done max aerobic here. That's another word for VO2 max. 18 hours on the bike. And then this one I did, low VO2 max, and then VO2 max on the weekend. And I probably should have had a longer rest week. That's one thing that we looked at because I was mentally getting tired. And even though I had some time off, Tour of South Florida was a lot of biking. And then I was like, getting pretty light for Joe Martin. And I should have taken my real rest week was up here. And Patrick does a shorter one. I just need 4 days. I came out on the fourth day and started banging it again. Probably should have done an extra day. So we learned from that because I just got, 2.5, 3 weeks later, I was getting a little mentally tired. So this is just a quick note that, as you're going through your block and you hit the rest week, push through, hit the rest week, but really freaking rest and understand that you might not feel great right when you come back. So don't come back right into a big race. Come back in with some time to freshen up. I don't mean you don't need 2 weeks. But 2 weeks is the older style taper. And the reason I did that was because I was going to be racing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If it was just a one-day race, and if it was a road race, I only would have rested 1 week. But I wanted to be sharp, and I wanted to have some energy come Sunday for that crit because it was going to punch my face in again. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. See ya.